The war in Ukraine remains the most central and consequential crisis for Europe's future. Putin is trying harder than ever to win the war on the ground. His goal remains Ukraine's capitulation, and we know what could happen next, because it has already happened before. It is not only the destiny of Ukraine that is at stake, it is Europe's destiny that is at stake. So our first priority remains to empower Ukraine's resistance. And so far, the European Union and the member states have supported Ukraine to the tune of 135 billion euros. That is more than anybody else. Thanks to our Ukraine facility and the G7 loan, we have closed Ukraine's budgetary gap for the entire year of 2025. Now, in parallel, we must speed up the immediate delivery of weapons and ammunition, and this will be at the heart of our work in the coming weeks. Today, I'm here with the whole College of Commissioners of the European Commission to mark our wholeheartedly support for Ukraine. A free and sovereign Ukraine is not only in the European interest, but it is in the interest of the whole world, because the autocrats around the world are watching very carefully whether there's any impunity if you violate international borders or invade your neighbor, or if there is true deterrence. This is not only paramount for Europe, it is also important for Asia, for Africa, and for both sides of the Atlantic. An investment in Ukraine's sovereignty is an investment in the prevention of future wars. And there is more in for Europe and the world. Ukraine has a highly innovative and thriving defense industry. This should never fuel the arsenals of an aggressive power, but it should strengthen the resilience of a European Union with Ukraine as its member that is taking on more responsibility for its own security. Ukraine has a lively startup scene with a lot of experience in the rising sectors like artificial intelligence and drones. The can-do attitude and the entrepreneurial spirit of young and dynamic Ukrainian companies can provide important impulses to Europe's competitiveness. I can announce that a new 3.5 billion euro payment for Ukraine will arrive already in March. Second, as President Costa just has announced, there will be a special European Council, and I will present at this special European Council a comprehensive plan for defense investment, for scaling up our European arms production and defense capabilities, but also for investment in Ukraine's defense industry, scaling up your arms production, your defense capabilities. So this will be a plan for the European Union and for Ukraine. And then there's a third point I want to speak about. That is energy. For 3 years, Russia has sought to plunge Ukraine into darkness by relentlessly targeting the energy infrastructure. Therefore, the Commission has prepared an ambitious package on energy security. Together, we have managed during this winter already to provide 1.8 gigawatt, but now we will fully integrate Ukraine's and Moldova's electricity market in our own electricity market by the end of next year. And we will seize the full potential of Ukraine's vast gas storages, of which 80% are located closer to the EU member states, and this will generate income for Ukraine. And we will accelerate investment in Ukraine's renewable energy. All these efforts will result in greater energy security for both the European Union and Ukraine. Finally, no one wants more peace than the Ukrainian people. But they want a just and a lasting peace. And this only comes through strength. And this is why we strengthen your economy. This is why we increase the resilience of your energy sector. This is why we will continue training and equipping your troops. Think of the importance of artillery ammunition, for example. This is why we have to provide security guarantees backed by the United States. This is why today we are adopting the 16th package of sanctions. We will increase punitive sanctions against Russia until they demonstrate true willingness to achieve a lasting peace agreement. We stand by Ukraine